Okay, we'll see if that helps.
The 08.
I'm not ready. Oh, wait, waiting?
Yes, he is. 08 Gavin Hupspith. If I ever figure out that name as well. Hudspeth. I keep saying Hupspith.
Okay, let's see if that helps.
I'll
Sorry,
check in a
dogs.
second. Oh, that was a dog. Oh yeah, no, that reset it. It looks good right now. You know, I do always rather have my bitrate lower and the quality be more down compared to like having it jumping frames. As we're going pack racing again, here comes the 8 Christian Holder up the outside lane. He's trying to take the lead, and he does. New leader Christian Holder in the 8. As here comes the outside lane, pass is left to dry, and so is the 9, Landon Ludenbach.
And now we're going to play the game. No one wants to lead the pack again for fuel mileage.
Fuel saving so far today, so he might want it. Drew Jua up the outside lane now. He's going to take the lead, it looks like. Side by side down the back stretches. Looks like something happened to Kevin Uruguay's once again. Tough race for that #1 Oreo machine.
Yeah, he's hasn't had the best luck. I think something happened getting on the pit road. Maybe the same thing that happened to 74 earlier. Or is that
Big implication wall.
or it's not?
So I believe that he
Enough. It was affecting 19.
thing. What? Bouncing off a few of the spooky dookie cars. So the 74 is going to keep his lead.
Now squared away. Make sure they know what happened with the second part there. As we're 30 laps to go. Pit window open about like 10 laps. It's about laps actually, being realistic.
Whoa, Gavin Hudd's there. He's going to keep the draft as it does look like it's going again. Might need to bring it to around like 4,000, 4,100, one of the two.
Funny story, it's on 1,000.
Oh,
it can't go much lower.
Well, I guess it'll stay the way it is for the rest of this one.
Itself. And decent for the rest of this. I'm hoping that sooner or later I want to restop it and try to lower it to like 100. Pointless.
Yeah, the quality would be really low at that. Still have James Mendez. Why did I say it weird? James Mendez leading here at Talladega still. Lap 85 of 114.
Was because as continues to lead as everyone's gone to the top lane now. We're seeing the lane train officially start.
Yeah, no swaps. Body good now.
I'm trying not to touch the camera very much. We've been on this one unless back or something. It's obvious. We're gonna keep it running.
Yeah, looks like lead, but we have seen James Mendez is really good at fuel as the 8. Whoa, boy. Mendez is going to keep the lead. Oh, contact again. Ryan Miniker there in the 22.
It's 3 wide, getting a big run down the very bottom lane. He's not going to have help, bro. But he's up to on the top lane.
Yeah, Kukulon trying to make some moves. He makes a look. Don't want Tyler Glass as who he doored earlier. Was it the 9 of Landon Ludenbach?
Yeah, no, I don't really know who got to who first, but the 9 got the worst of the exchange there.
Oh, Tyler Glass in the wall. He's going to drag Ryan Miniker down the racetrack, and that's going to blow up that momentum there. In this pack. Big air bubbles surrounding the cars here. Oh, the 6 in the wall.
Sorry. I'm dog sitting, and it's not right now. It's not really working very well. He's usually very quiet though.
Good. It's the bottom of the racetrack again, trying to drop down to the back, but the Yuki cars on the 70 trying to save fuel. Oh, and we're shimmying and shit back here. The pack 3 field. Here comes Drew Jua of Sebastian Kukala.
Whoa, where's the 6 going?
What in the world? Oh, I think that's a pit there. They are right on the mile first group, so they're gonna get. Looks to know how well that's gonna work, but looks like 3 cars maybe did that very erratic pit signal. No, I don't even know what that was. That is odd.
So, if you wanted to find a short way around the track.
Oh, that is one way to do it.
So, pit window's probably going to open about like 7 laps for everyone to be able to make it. Be really conservative.
Oh, I'm shocked if James Mendez or Tyler Glass, one of those, hold off till.
I realistically think they can make it to probably about like 12 to go, but I imagine someone.
We're at 24 in this race now. Coming around to lap 114. A pretty clean race. We've seen only 1 caution today. That was the 66 of Luca Mazzilli, and that was the one of Kevin Uruguay's race. Both of them are actually out of this lead draft now. The 61 on the restart, and the one wrecked once again. The 47 of Tim in the wall, and he is now out of the draft. That's your points leader in this race, as Drew Jua has got points most likely if there is no caution.
They get a lot of points, jumped him more into points, and with only 2 races left, we know Drew Jua has actually been very strong in the last 2 races after this race. I'm not exactly sure what they are because I don't really have the VRC schedule, but this might make him the odds-on favorite if he can leave us the points lead here.
Yeah, especially he won at Las Vegas last week, beating Tim Moore by, what was it, 14 one-thousandths of a second at the line. I just noticed something. The guys I was just talking about out of the draft, they're on a line together. 47, 66, and the 1.
I kind of had to see if they are they. They're not going to be gaining though. They're still half a track behind.
No,
they're going to need a caution.
They are so far behind, unless they take no tires, which I don't know how well that would work out. If that would result in a blown tire after, looks like all of them had some sort of problem. And we are really snaking.
I think I could see 2 on the table. If you do 2 tires, it might give you enough of a gap to at least not go a lap down. If you get a late race caution, you're back up there with everyone else.
That could work out, definitely. As Drew Jua still leading around here at Talladega. He's got Tyler Glass, his teammate, behind him. Then behind the 21, that's his teammate Alex.
It's Alex Stevens in the 20 to 22. Brian Miniker in 5th with a big gap between 4th and 5th. He might be trying to make a run here. When he gets real loose, either that or he's pitting. Kind of hard to tell what happened there. I don't know if he tried to jump out of line and got a little bit loose or signaled he's pitting. Be 20 laps to go when they get to the line. The pit window is going to be very close. They might be able to make it from here, though.
Does not look like anyone's pitting this time by. 74 James Mendez trying to charge back to the front. He was leading earlier in this race, as it's 20 to go in this event.
As they like to call it, the Camping World 20 to go, as they call it in real life, because why not? I'll do a very quick rundown. If you've missed anything, Tim Moore won the opening stage, the opening first half of the race, over Tyra Glass, Alex Stevens for 2-3 for Spooky Dookie. Fourth was Luca Mazzilli, is subbing for Sammy Roscoe, and then we had the 19 of Drew Drew for the third entry of Spooky Dookie, rounding out our fifth points getter there. And since then, Tim Moore has lost draft because of a wreck, as we see pit stops going on.
And it looks like it is just 113 laps instead of 114, according to one of our officials. So we have might have had that wrong the whole race, but that's all right. It's still a lap count.
I had copy and paste on, so I put 114. I'm pulling double duty. I have a keyboard in front of me. I was typing the lap, or copy and pasting like /lap. But
Drew Jua still leading here. I believe this pack's gonna pit. They did wait for that 8 lap mark. Here they come down to a pit.
oh, what? Someone went flipping, I think. Never mind. No, they're fine.
Oh man, I love it when they do that. That never gets old.
Gotta love it.
That never gets old. All them flying on a pit road and doing like a big one. Let's see where this second pack is at. Looks like the 21, the 08 has a really big gap. They're not really organized at all. 98 Ryan Steinberg there. 21 of Kyle England, the 22 of Ryan Miniker, and the 08's about 2 seconds ahead of them. That is Gavin Hudspeth.
So we have 17 laps to go, as we had a correction on how many laps total was in this race. I was never told the lap total, so I was just multiplying it 57 by 2. But
I do not know how well the second group is going to do. The smaller pack, they will catch up to them. It looks like Tim Moore might have had a number of problems.
Catch. I'm not sure about that first group of 4 because, as 19 lags will have been pumps everyone, that's going to actually let the second group catch up even faster, because the second group's going to be able to push on the bottom lane.
Yeah, and the 19 there, that is Drew Jua, still leading around here.
We have Spooky Dookie 1, 2, and 3. Sebastian Kukelon in 4 is just tagging along.
Yeah, we might have a 4-horse race here. But in the distance, there is that 8-car chain, 7-8-car chain. That will hopefully give us a nice race for the finish here. Oh yeah, no, they're going to catch them. Look at how fast that second line is moving. So this is the 2-tire group. That's the 4-tire group. Look at how organized they are on the bottom. They are zooming by. Lap 99 of 113 here.
They are definitely catching. It's just going to be a matter of when, especially if they can stay organized. And then it's going to be anyone's race once again.
Yeah, with 16 laps to go, they definitely have plenty of time to catch up.
And Tim Moore needs all the passes he can get on the 19. He's not going to catch them, but as many people pass the 19 as he can will help minimize that points deficit.
Definitely will help him out a lot. But these Spooky Dookie cars, they are not going to let anyone by their teammate, the 19 of Drew Jua. Sebastian Kukalo just kind of on his own here. No help from any Chevy or Ford there. But man, they are really getting much closer to this lead draft of 4. And remember, they can hook up bumpers on the bottom lane and draft to the front, causing them to be way faster. That's why you see this group before trying to ride the outside line and just stay together to try to be faster, but that inside lane is coming fast.
Yeah, there's only so much they can do. They're outnumbered 8-4, and they can only push in this middle or top lane. So they're maximizing what they can with what they have, but I think they're going to get caught before the race is over.
Oh, I definitely see them getting caught soon. I'd say give it about 4 or 5 laps, maybe even 3 laps before this second draft catches them. I'd say they're about, what, a second and a half back right now?
Let's say they're probably about 3-4 seconds back. It doesn't seem like a lot, but it is a lot at the same time.
Yeah, I had a bad angle when I looked at it. Oh, they are way farther back than I thought. But I can just look at how much they're gaining through the corners. Oh, and the 20... Oh, and they're really going to screw up their momentum right now. I think it's a 4-horse race, and they're going to let their teammate Drew Jua win. If it's up to these 3. Sebastian's not going to get any help.
Well, I don't know about... I'm pretty sure these...
Oh, Sebastian in the wall. Around to the inside wall he goes. That was the 20 of Alex Costevens that got into him. And that ends Sebastian's good run he was having. And he is one of your playoff drivers. That is big trouble for him.
I was just going to say, too, before that happened, that, I mean, the 54 and 20, I think, are both in the playoffs as well. And they could gain some points on the 19 if they could somehow win this, but...
Oh, that's really going to ruin this lead draft now. That second pack going to be way faster with just 3 cars leading. Look at how much they've already gained. Oh, and they're making contact back there.
Tend to go to 54, actually sticking his nose out a little bit. He's maybe testing the water, seeing what he can maybe make on the final lap.
Oh, that second pack's here. That second pack is almost here, about 2 seconds back now. Down the back straightaway with 10 laps to go in this event here at Talladega in the VRC.
I'm just kind of watching some of this battle go down. That second pack is catching, but they are side by side. They need to fix that if they want to catch even faster. 9 laps to go.
Almost there. Almost there. It's the second pack with James Mendez leading them.
And we know 74 is good on fuel, as he pitted, one of the ones that pitted a little bit later.
Oh, they are almost in draft range. Mendez is trying to get some draft. I think he's in range. They've all jumped up to the high line. That means they're within a second. There's going to be a huge run here. Almost 8 laps to go. We are 8 laps to go. Watch out for this run. There's going to be a huge run coming along here. The 74 of Mendez with an 8-car train behind him against the 3-car train. They can block all 3 lanes, though, if they want. Where does Mendez go? He's going to go to the bottom. They're going to follow. Tyler Glass blocks. Almost contact. Oh, and around they're wrecking.
There's going to be a
big wreck. Alex Stevens and the 74 of
19's
James
around.
Mendez.
19 is around.
Drew Jua spelt trouble as well there. And wow, that's most likely going to be a yellow. And Tim Moore is going to be thrown back into this race, I believe, if they slow down here. No, I don't see anything happening. I don't know if that's a yellow or not.
It is. I think they... Well, maybe... I think it is. I don't know. Kind of confused, because, I mean, this 54 is just pulling away.
Tyler Glass might not have gotten the memo that the caution is out or something. And James Mendez had a huge run. Tyler Glass put a block, and yes, the caution does out. But Tyler Glass put a late block, it looked like, almost. And James Mendez lost control of his automobile. And he bounced off and back and forth, collected the... What was that? The 20. That was Stevens. Yeah, Alex Stevens
got... We're going to go back with probably like 4 to go, maybe 5.
Yeah, now think of all the storylines that just got put back into this race. Luca Mazzilli, who was running well earlier, that's going to put Sebastian Cuccolo back in this race. That's also going to put back... Oh, and Sebastian messing around there, slams it head on to the outside wall. But Tim Moore is also going to be back in this event, as here comes that second group to join the leaders. That's going to be really big for the end of this race. But
and no one's really out of this to win either. I mean, you can go last the first, especially it's only 14 cars. You can go last the first in 4 laps.
I would watch out for Tim Moore if you're talking about last to first. He's someone who can definitely get it done here. We know his sim racing background. So, my bet is on Tim Moore in that 47 to get it done now that he's back up here and to save his championship hopes.
I'm not sure if they're going to be able to pit this lap, and if they are, we're not going to be going back till it's like 4 to go, I think.
We're slowing down for Stevens in the 66 right now.
But that ain't even double fouled yet. That's my saying. If they were, I think they might be pitting here.
I called Cuccolo, or Cuccolo, or Cuccolo, according to Chad Eastwan, and he's making fun of me in the chat right now. Thank you, Chad. Can't wait to race against you next week. Nah, I'm just messing with you. So, caution's out here.
Half and half strategy.
Yep, the 54 stays out. Spooky Dookie cars stay out.
And I think the 47 pitted. Okay, so that's where we're at for that.
Yeah, Eddie Coleghi's right in the official chat. Definitely going to be one of the biggest restarts of the season coming up here, as we're getting ready to wind this thing down.
It's going to be 4 to go. Once we have half the field, this will be the last caution too.
Let's hope we get all the Vince Welch out right now. We both done a few things tonight. I've been calling Ryan Miniker Ryan McGurk, so I finally got rid of that one.
I just have trouble enough putting a sentence together half the time, so I'm still probably gonna end up doing it at least once.
As long as the finish is good, it's not the wheel is still imperfect, so I think we'll be fine.
Oh, we'll keep the camera on the front, and we're gonna go from there. Especially as 4 to go, this camera's not waving the front; they're wrecking behind us or behind them. 66 went around for a little spin.
Yeah, so only the second caution of the day. That was a big wreck in turns 3 and 4. I do not know what happened to the 19. You called that one. I did not see it. I was following this 74 of James Mendez.
It was a chain sorry, it's a chain reaction. The 74, after 74 and 54 got together, the 74 then was bouncing around after getting loose from that. It looked like he got it loose into the 19, and 19 got into 1 and spun as a result.
Oh, okay, yeah. Can we get a confirm on 4 to go?
I believe it's going to be 4 to go, as far as I know. Should be 110 and 113.
Yeah, we should ask first. Help us, Landon Lyle.
I'm pretty sure it is, because with 3 to go wouldn't be. I mean, cautions would be off, so I'm pretty sure we're in the right area. As the 98 jumped a little bit, he's gonna have to let the 54 go.
And 4 to go here in the VRC at Talladega. It's Tyler Glass taking the lead. Behind him is the 08. That's Gavin Hudspeth. Behind them's the 19 of Drew Jua, who is trying to make sure he finishes ahead of Tim Moore, because that championship rivalry is very close. As the Spooky Dookie car jumps up to the outside lane, here comes Ryan Steinberg up the outside, 3 wide down the back straightaway.
And as you see everyone jump back up to the top lane of 47, looks like he's about the third or fourth to last car there. Can't really tell from this angle.
I can see him. He's right behind Ryan Miniker. As the 08's trying to find a way around this 54 machine. As the 8, that's Christian Holder up the outside lane. Sebastian Kukulon is back in this event as well, as we're going 4 wide almost through the corner there.
As we're also going green all the way, as it's be 3 laps to go, no more cautions. Obviously, pit road can stay open for 2 to go, as no one's going to get much of an advantage here if they absolutely need to pit for some, but...
Oh, the 19 spikes James Mendez. Here comes Sebastian up the outside lane. They're going to go 3 wide there for a moment. Sebastian shot up the racetrack again as he bounced off a car, and that might spell doom for his hopes at a win. He's going all the way to the back. Kevin Uruguay back in this event.
As that lag spike's going to help the 74 get a run.
Here comes Tim Moore. He's trying to make his way through the field now. Here comes the 74. James Mendez shoves the 54 up the racetrack. Here comes the 10. Landon Lyle back to the bottom of the racetrack. Oh, the 98 in the wall. That's Ryan Steinberg. Here comes the 54 up the top lane, but Landon Lyle is going to take the lead.
As we've had a big shake-up here, 10 of Landon Lyle out of nowhere. He's been known to win some super speedway races, and he's going to be trying to come into the white flag here.
1 lap to go, 2.66 miles around here at Talladega. It's Landon Lyle in the lead. The outside lane trying to line up behind him as well.
See if anyone backs off to get a run here or not. It looks like the third car in line, the 66.
Here comes Ryan Miniker. He's trying to make a move on the 10 of Landon Lyle. Down to the bottom, it gets blocked. Here comes the 66, Luca Mazzilli, up the outside lane with help from the 20. Here comes the 74, pinched on the bottom into the apron. They are 4 wide behind them. There's a lot of jockeying. And it looks like Landon Lyle is going to come off the corner. Here comes Ryan Miniker to the bottom of the racetrack, trying to make something happen. But Landon Lyle's going to come across the line. And it looks like he's going to win here at Talladega in the VRC.
Very good finish. 74 of James Mendez comes back to finish third. Looks like Drew Jua finished ahead of Tim Moore, but not by as much as he would have without that caution. So Tim Moore saved some clutch points there going into the last 2 weeks.
And Landon Lyle, who is scheduled to be our in-race reporter, has just won here at Talladega in the VRC. A much deserving win for him. And I wonder, where did Drew Jua and Tim Moore finish compared to each other?
This is a last second thing for Landon Weil as well. He was scheduled to run this race as the one car originally, but I believe Casey Masso needed a sub, and I think this sub was for points, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
It is for
So
points.
big win for Masso as well. He's going to gain some good points up on the other two.
They really did go 5 wide back there for position, as I think we're going to get the top 3 for an interview.
We can definitely get Landon Wyman here a race winner. We can also talk to our top two in points if we want to. I mean,
So who was our top 3 there? And then we'll talk to Tim Moore and Drew Jua.
I don't remember second. I know 74 was. Oh, the second was Ryan Manicur. Third was James Mendez, and we have would be Jua and Moore for points wise.
Yep, we'll talk to them about points.
Okay, we're gonna get some people in here. I was fixing some real quick.
Remember what I said about Tyler Glass being pissed off? If you look in the chat,
Oh, I can imagine. I mean, I said this race is I might be going crazy, but I don't see.
Oh man, that finish was something else.
I don't see Drew. I might have to invite him manually.
Why do I have Ryan muted?
Alright, we'll wait for our race winner to get in here, and then we'll start some interviews.
Right. While we're waiting, we can go ahead and get a couple of these ones, and because we were going to do the winner last either way.
Yeah, we'll start with our third place finisher, James Mendez. You had a pretty good race today. You kind of got caught up in that big wreck there with about 7 laps to go. How was your day? What was it like? And how's that third place feeling?
Third place feels like a letdown. I felt like I should have either had first or lost first in the final lap, because that's last run. I had enough fuel and I was just leading the line back up to the cars in front, and I was gonna just make a move with. I was probably going 15 miles an hour quicker than the top 3, and for some reason, I think it was T-Gas pulled out and just blocked me ridiculously hard, and I wrecked because I couldn't control it. So it just caused the whole mayhem at the end because they want to block 15 plus miles an hour. But other than that, I mean, I had the perfect strategy going. Get help by Tim in that, and just wishing I got first.
And what does that say about racing Tyler Glass in the future here? Does that change anything the way you race him? Because that block was a bit late on you there.
No, I mean, we've raced long enough. I know to expect something out of him. I just did not expect him to do it that late. So that's why I wrecked. So I couldn't control after that. If I was in the party, he probably still would have did it anyways, but I was by myself just into Discord. So it is what it is. It's a product of play racing middle lane. I can only go one lane. If I go top, he's going to do the same thing anyways. So unfortunate, but come up short once again.
Well, there it is, your third place finisher, James Mendez.
And even a disappointing start, even with all the issues we saw with him getting on the pit road, because AIs don't know how to do pit entry correctly in this game. But we're going to go a little bit out of order real quick. We're going to pick up our 8th place finisher, Tim Moore, who got lucky with that caution and minimized the points damage between him and Drew. So before that caution, what were you thinking? Like, what was your point of attack? Just if you did the next 2 weeks without that caution.
Well, Hades kind of mentioned we played the fuel strategy and we played everything fine, but unfortunately, my wheel just randomly shut itself off, and until that caution came out, all I was thinking was, well, hey, it's been a good run. If the caution didn't come out and the race ended, I was probably going to go on vacation and call it a season. Not to sound like a sore loser, but I think 30 points is just too much of a gap to get back on Drew. So, knowing from past seasons, it would have been too much. But we got lucky, and we started to come back through the field, and we had a chance. Just wasn't good enough. We come home 8th, and I felt like we could have finished 2-3 spots better, but unfortunately, guys not racing for anything decide that they want to squeeze and force lanes, and that's not what this package is about. I understand aggressive race, and we're coming to the end there, but I felt like I got used up way too much with 3 laps to go, trying to race for something meaningful. Just same thing, with Drew, where I felt like, I know Stein's mad at Drew for something. I don't even know what happened, but everyone's, using up 2 guys battling for a championship, and the person who doesn't show up today is going to end up benefiting the most out of it. So we just got to figure out, what we got to do moving forward. Now that Casey's back in the race, we have 2 races to go. And listen, if I lose the championship to Drew, I'm not going to be disappointed. I'm going to be disappointed that the fact that potentially the wheel going out cost me a championship, but Drew's been more consistent than me all season long. I won halfway. I'm going to be down by him, behind him by 2 points, going into the next one, and we got to go to his place now. And we got to beat him. That's the only thing we can do is go to Phoenix and beat him. I know we won there last year, but that's been his place, and we've got to win at our home turf as well, Chicagoland, to make it 4 in a row there. But there's no easy championship, and I'm glad I'm not going on vacation next week, and I'm going to delay that a little bit, and then we're going to have a week off after, if I'm still in the mix, after Phoenix, to try to go race for the championship. But I don't know what to say other than it's frustrating. I felt like these last 2 Talladega races for me were supposed to be a lot of fun with the package, and I haven't had a lot of fun with results. I can't control anything around me, so it's unfortunate, but I'm real happy for Hades and Miniker, especially Miniker. I wanted him to win that thing so dang on badly. Not because Lyle was in the lead, and congratulations to Lyle, of course, on his first VRC win, but I wanted to see Miniker win on career start 99. Or 98, I don't even know if it's 98 or 99, I have to check, but I wanted to see Miniker win a Talladega race so bad, and just needed one more lap. I think he could have gotten it, but I'm so proud of him, and to represent Dark Horse and get it done, and hopefully, like I said, we can get it done for him in the 250 next season.
And hopefully we do see a good battle between you and Drew over these next couple weeks, even Casey, now that he's back into it. Congrats on the team, a great team finish for everyone involved. And is anyone you want to thank for this 8th place finish?
Yeah, like I said, I just want to thank everyone at Dark Horse, and want to thank, everyone, guys in the booth, and everyone at OMA. For me, I'm a little bit ticked off right now. As you can tell, I'm a little bit frustrated, mellow tone, but outside of that, this group has worked hard all season long, and I'm just proud of, everything this group has done. It just gets a little bit frustrating when things out of my hands decide my fate and not things on the track, so we'll look forward to trying to race for a championship over the next 2 weeks, and just want to thank you guys again.
Thank you. That's Tim Moore. It's his 8th place finish in his stage 1 win here at Talladega.
All right, and we'll transition right on to our second place finisher, Ryan Miniker. How was your day today? Saw you almost get the win there as you jumped low on the 10 of Landon Lyle, but you weren't able to get by. He blocked you. How was your day?
I felt like we had a solid day. We ran top five for most of the day. We dropped back to 13th at one point, just trying to save fuel to get to halfway. But I think we had a very successful day. I think this is peak plate racing, from me at least, because the last few times I've lagged out before I even had a chance to go for the win. So I think we had a great day. We helped our teammates. I tried to help Tim at the end, but I didn't know where he was. We were both about 2 laps to go, and I was trying to go for the most important factor, the win. But I just want to thank our sponsors, Money Lion, for bringing me on for a sponsorship for Talladega. But hopefully in the 250 we can be better, because just today we weren't good enough. Lyle deserved the win. I mean, Luca Mazzilli tried his hardest to get hooked up with me at the end. He probably thought I was going high and I went low. It's just bad communication on my part. I think if I had another lap or two, I probably would have got Lyle and rode off into the sunset as a winner at Talladega.
All right, well, there's your second place finisher, Ryan Miniker.
A second, third, and eighth for Dark Horse, and a very disappointing but productive day there. We're going to kind of go a little bit out of order since we had someone else join. We're going to go to Drew, who is our points leader by 2 points now over Tim.
Hello. Drew was our fourth place finisher.
Fourth place finisher, thank you. So what happened at the last couple of laps? We saw the 54 block the 74s run when they all caught you, but what happened after that? We saw you go around as well.
We played the right strategy where we took 2 tires and completely pulled away from the rest of the field. I think Alex got a little loose and accidentally wrecked Sebi. After that, they gained a substantial amount per lap, and not much we could do there. When they got to us, T-Glass tried to block low, and Hades ended up trying to make a move in between T-Glass and Alex, and he ended up wrecking himself and Alex, and I don't know who was under T-Glass, but ended up sending him up into me. I got wrecked, and I think we started 5th there. I was content in sitting until the final 2 laps, and then we had issues, and we went 3 wide, and then got stuck in the middle, and the bottom lane just was faster, I guess. I don't know, man. It was frustrating. Nobody really made a move. I know Ryan was waiting, but we've seen countless of times where if you don't make a move on the backstretch, then it's really hard to make a move for the win at what's it called? It's really hard to make a move for the win at on that front stretch. So we'll move on to Phoenix, where we have been pretty good recently, hoping that I don't get caught up behind people next at Phoenix last season. I felt like I was the fastest car, and just couldn't get around some guys and lost too much time to Tim and T-Glass. But it's a little bit frustrating. It was really hard to make moves when it came down to the end of the stage and race, whatever, halfway in race. I just felt like if I was a little bit more lucky, I could have gained a lot more on Tim. But I guess I'll take the points lead for the first time since I don't think I've had the points lead but 1 or 2 times this season. So yeah, it's nice to have the points lead, but definitely a frustrating race when people don't make moves when they should.
Yeah, we saw a couple moves at the last second, some weird blocks. Overall, a decent points day. Like I said, you outscored Tim to take the points lead going into two of your strongest tracks. But there is anyone you want to thank for your fourth place finish today?
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for putting on the broadcast. We appreciate it. I want to thank my teammates. We were really solid this race. I mean, I know we didn't win we didn't win anything, but we led a lot of laps. We worked well together. Want to apologize to T Glass because I know he feels like he got screwed by myself for not going with them, but there was not a lot of places to go, and when I would try and go somewhere, it would just die. So it's like I try and push somebody, and after the inside got rolling in the middle lane had gotten side drafted, we had already lost. So it's Talladega. It's my first pretty. I wouldn't even bad. I still finished fourth, but this is actually my first non-top three of the season. So that's unfortunate.
That is Drew after his fourth place finish, fifth place in the first stage, and 2-point lead going into the final two races. Good luck.
And now it's time for our winner, Landon Lyle, first-time winner in the VRC. It comes at Talladega. How good do you feel about this one? All right, and anyone else you want to thank? Well, there's your winner, Landon Lyle at Talladega in the VRC.
And in this. Oh, okay. Well, we can redo it real quick. I mean,
Yay, interview redo. Quick.
or we just summarize it. We'll be good.
All right. Thank you, Manicure, for pushing me. I wish you could have won the race. Thank you, Casey, for giving me the ride. Hopefully you get some good points out of that. Thank you, Parker and Riley, for giving me a VNS ride and giving me a chance in the OMA. I've improved a lot since then, and that's basically it. It was a, well, actually, no, there was a, I was gonna say something about the race. Oh yeah, the race wasn't very good. We just held a single file line the whole time, saving, so that wasn't very fun. But we had a big wreck at the end, going really fast, and got bunched up, and I went to the bottom. Miniker helped me, and yeah, I wanted to give him the win, but I just held my line, won the race. So yeah, that's a summarized interview.
And that's pretty much what we summarized from his race win. Like I said, it was a bit longer, but we summarized it real quick since the audio was not included. Like I said, that was for points. So we do know that Drew's going to be 2 above Tim, and Casey's going to be about 17 back. He was 28 entering the race. So he will have a chance in these last 2 weeks, thanks to that win tonight. Here we go into it was a decent shot at it as well. So it's going to be a 3-way battle for the championship between Drew, Tim, and Casey, probably the big 3 of the VRC season.
Yeah, next week is Phoenix, so as Drew said, that's one of his favorite tracks, so we'll look out for him to be a winner there.
Yep, Drew's probably going to be the favorite going into these last 2 weeks. But as we've seen with tonight, Drew was leading over Tim the whole race until that last incident was like 5 to go. And I mean, he still gained on Tim, but not as much as he was going to. So I mean, one caution can change everything.
Yeah, one caution can mean it all. 2 points separate the championship leaders heading into Phoenix next week.
And I'll be back at it again same time on Saturdays at, I would believe, 8 Eastern, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be back here at Phoenix. Hopefully I'll join you again, and we'll see you next week.